It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm gonna carpe the hell out of this diem. Starting the day right with some bacon. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. You sizzle my pretties, sizzle my pretties. Oh, that's the stuff, there you go. Little drizzle on mayo, because I'm a psychopath. Oh yeah. Well, after that delicious breakfast of bacon on toast, I have now also edited the vlog, which is rendering up for yesterday, which, as you're aware, wasn't a very long one, so that didn't take long at all. By the way, if you noticed in yesterday's vlog, the very beginning and the very end were kind of blurry. That's because for some reason, if I have my phone in portrait by accident when I start recording it, it films it in letterbox mode, even though I'm actually holding it sideways. And if I try and rotate it and zoom it in properly for the video to make a normal layout, it freaks out and for some reason goes blurry. I don't really know why. So if anyone knows Sony Vegas better than I do and is able to tell me why just using the same video aspect ratio just rotated makes it blurry, let me know, because it's weird. But something I realised yesterday evening was that I started to get a really bad headache towards the end of the day, and that made me notice that for some reason I hadn't drunk any Monster drinks yesterday, like zero. And I know, like, well, you're not supposed to drink that many Monsters. What do you want, a cookie? But I classically have at least 2, sometimes 3 of those a day, and coffee around it as well. But yesterday I just had coffee, no crap energy drinks for me. And part of me wonders, and this is the part of me that wants to make excuses of, part of me wonders if that was why I felt so lazy. Like, I know I could be lazy, but I was like pro level lazy yesterday. So I'm wondering if the fact that I didn't drink any Monster is an excuse for that. But I'm feeling better today. I've had just one coffee this morning, but I didn't even like have a headache this morning. I wasn't like, oh, I need caffeine before my brain will turn on again. I felt okay, even before the coffee. So I might be able to kick that habit and just get it down to like just having one every now and then, like for a treat, you know? So if so, that is fabulous. That'd be really good. Because today I got things to do. I want to plan a little trip over to Wrexham to pop into a shop that I've literally never been in, but I've been recommended to go there by Joe, who's heard some consumer reviews about their paint. If you're wondering, these paint samples are still here, and I want to find a paint that is basically this colour. Now, I know you probably can't even tell the difference between these. It's 3 different colours of white, but this one is like darker than this one, which is almost blue. And this one, which is sort of like a pale white. I don't know. That was like almost a, I don't know, like a creamy white, I guess. And it's one of these colours. So what we got here, I can't even see them. White mist, cornflower white, and white cotton. And I can't remember which one of those 3 is which one of these 3. But I guess I'll just wing it. Because apparently they did a test with this brand. It's Wilco, by the way. The shop's called Wilco. Apparently they sell paint. It costs like a £5 per tin rather than like the 20 or 30 that you'd normally pay. And apparently some consumer group like Which or whatever, they did a comparison with their paint versus some very high-end paint of like £60 per tin. And from what I've heard from Joe, who's heard it from somebody else who heard it from a newspaper article from God knows where, says that apparently they were identical, exactly the same. So they had the same quality, the same sort of colours, the same durability. I don't know. Apparently they were just the same. So if I can spend a £5 on a tin of paint, rather than like the 30 we were going to spend, I can afford to be a little bit more, I don't know, a bit more risky with what we go for. So we're going to go for white, but I might actually, if I can find a good one, I might just buy a tin of paint and just start painting it today, like right here, right now. Of course, if I can't find a paint, then I won't bother. But even if we get it wrong, see, it doesn't matter because we can just go over it again with something else. It's a shade of white, and we can do a different shade of white over the top of it. But if it's only a £5 per tin, then I haven't really wasted much. All I've done is just put the first layer on, basically, because the second layer will be the right colour regardless. But we're going to need more than one coat anyway, because these walls are very yellow. And white is very transparent, it seems. So I think even if it is just going to be used as a base, I think it's worth it. So I'm going to have a look around and see what I can find, at the very least. All right, this morning definitely going better than yesterday. I'm definitely achieving more today. It's still the morning, for starters. It's like, what, 10:30? 11. Still okay, still okay. And I am now hitting the road. Ooh. That sketchy bowl of milk is still here. I mean, it should say here because it's like right here in my driveway. But it was on my driveway when I found it too, so that doesn't really mean anything. It was like right there. Very, very suspicious. See, my cat is actually allergic to milk. She can't drink milk. She loves it, which is annoying because she really would eat that whole bowl of milk. She just annihilate it. But she doesn't do well with milk. It upsets the stomach and makes her poop a lot, to put it lightly. So that's why I put it up there, because she can't jump that high anymore. She's too old to jump that high and probably doesn't even know it's there anymore. But very strange that somebody would try and catch a cat. Hopefully it's not sinister. Hopefully they're like, oh, I'll just give her some milk because cats like milk. But I don't know who it was. I don't know if it's some kids who just thought they'd be nice, or I don't know if someone a bit more sinister. I don't know. But I'm watching that bowl of milk like a hawk. Well, until now that I leave. I should put a camera out, shouldn't I, really? Oh, I should put a camera out. I'm going to do that. Okay, I've set up a camera on my old phone right here that will record any motion it sees hidden amongst the cat food here. It's not particularly hidden, but it's pointing at my driveway. So it's not illegal. It's just on my driveway. And it will see anybody coming up to the front of my house trying to claim that bowl of milk out there. So it's in power saving mode and it's on a battery pack, so it should last for a while. And I should get a notification whenever anything triggers it. Might be waving now. Who knows if it does or not. So hopefully that'll settle my paranoia, because if someone placed that sinisterly, chances are they're waiting for me to leave to clear it back again. And if it was just an innocent, possibly a kid just trying to do something nice for my cat, chances are they won't bother coming all the way up here to grab that again. So at least now we might find out something, or maybe I'm just freaking out and being like a real creep with cameras. Who knows? Either way, I'm hitting the road now. My belt's already on. I'm trying to put it on twice then. Ignore that. Gonna head over to Wrexham and see if I can get some paint. Oh, alright, I've arrived. It's a bit of a grim day, and I can do with the pee, but soldier on. Well, this is a new low. Like, what the hell is that about? Oh my god. But alas, over there in the distance is the shop I'm looking for. I've looked for bloody miles, but I finally found it. Let's see if it was worth it. Well, this is not what I thought I'd see, I'll be totally honest. This is a very different store to what I thought it was. Oh god, it's too early for Christmas. Oh, here we go, check this out. Like, DIY all of a sudden. Now, how much? Oh, 14 quid, Christ. Okay, let's keep looking then. Oh man, Wrexham! Bit of an unpleasant place at the moment, it seems. So many shops have closed down, it's unbelievable. Like, there was a few last time I came, like there was a lot last time I came, but there's even more now. There's a part of here that actually has a store in it that I used to work at. Like, it wasn't my home store, but I helped out there quite a lot, because it was quite a large company, but small number of team in each store, so we used to send people out to help out each other's stores and things. And one of the ones I worked at the most frequently in Wrexham has closed, along with every store in its vicinity. Every store that you can see from the front door of that one is gone. Like a Starbucks, an Animal Clothing, 3 Mobile, and maybe 3 or 4 others as well. That whole section is just gone. They're all just empty windows now. I would have filmed it more, but I was a bit busy carrying my Welco Time Saver Smooth and Semi-Smooth Surface Roller Kit and a jar of paint that I bought called Moonlight White. I've only bought the one jar, the one bucket, the one tub, and I don't think it'll be enough for the living room, but I figured it's not worth buying loads in case it turns out we hate it. It's not a good colour, but I wanted to buy enough to make sure I can do a good chunk of it anyway. I don't want to buy like a tester pot, because then I've got to come back regardless. So I figured I'd buy that one, and then I'll do it today because it's on offer currently. I paid $7.50 for that tub rather than the usual price of $15. And 15's low anyway. I could normally be 25-ish in Homebase, for example, maybe 22. That's a one coat one. So the one coat brand in Homebase was like 35. So even if I pay full price £15, that's still a good deal. But at $7.50, it was a steal. So I thought I'll just buy one anyway. And if I do some today and it turns out that Jo gets home and she likes it, then tomorrow I'll come back and buy some more whilst it's still super cheap. But I recorded this bit here before I headed back rather than whilst I'm driving back, because I'm going to head over to Tesco, which is behind you now, because I'm using their car park. It's only fair that I use their store too, even if it's just to pee, because my god, I'm bursting. Well, I guess I should get some cat food while I'm here too. Why not, eh? Okay, so back home, time to unpack the groceries, get changed into clothes that I don't mind getting paint on, and clear out this part of the room. I'm going to get rid of everything from in here, including off the walls, so that I can start painting this wall first, I think. Just get that one done, because it's a big blank canvas, and we'll be able to see how the white looks. Maybe. Okay, I really couldn't look any more colourful now. I look so garish, it's unbelievable. Minion trousers and I don't even know what this is. So I don't know. But the wall is clear, the floor is clear, the carpet is going to get trashed by paint, but it's already trashed by poo and stains and drinks and all sorts. It's also very echoey over here now all of a sudden. Can you hear that? It echoes. All I've moved is the ironing board, the exercise bike, which is still here, and the little table, which is right here, of these things that Joe uses in the morning. That was like all that was in here. Oh, and the little chair too, but that's over there. So I don't know why it's so echoey, but it really is. I can feel it. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to crack open this bad boy with a mini intruders. Okay. No idea really what I'm doing, but I'll work it out. Ooh, okay, nice. Now, how do I get this paint to open? Do I need the screwdriver or something? I might do, mightn't I? Okay, well, let's do the job. Maybe. Wedge it in there and pop it open. Oh, yes, like a beauty. Look at that. Oh, okay. Right, this is where I regret all my left choices right here. I'm struggling to tip this with two hands, so bear with me, but here it goes. Oh my God. Okay, tipping. Oh my God, it's so slow. It glugs out so slowly. Okay, okay, that's probably enough for now. Oh my God. Okay. Well, oh my God. I'm thoroughly unprepared for this task right now. Okay, I've got some paint in there, and I guess I just roll this all up until it's got a smooth, even covering, maybe? Oh God, I don't know how much paint I've got on here. I don't know if this is too much, too little. I have no idea. Okay, well, let's just give it a go, shall we? Oh God, right, let's move this a bit nearer too. Jesus. Okay, straight on the wall, here we go. Oh, it splashes. Oh God. Okay, this is the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my Jesus. Oh God, that is surprisingly hard work. But I've done, I think. And I honestly, as I was doing it, I started to realize I couldn't tell the difference. It looks exactly the same. I'm wondering if with the light on the flash, it might look different if I compare these two. Okay, yeah, it does look different. There you go. So you can kind of see it there, actually. That's the old colour wall. You can see the difference there between on the underneath of the arch there. So there is a difference. And it's definitely fresher and even more echoey now, if possible, but honestly, whilst I'm doing it in this light, which is quite orange, as you can tell there, it's hard to see, honestly. I reckon if the smell of paint had gone, you can see the bits I just finished through the wet bits. Anyway, yeah, I reckon if the smell of paint had just gone, and I just put all the furniture back the way it was on this gross carpet, I'm not even sure Joe would notice, to be honest. It looks very similar. It makes me think that maybe the wall wasn't as yellow as it looked. Maybe the wall actually was white originally, and it's just the orange lights that I've got in the living room. Makes me want to actually get different ones of those, because there is like an ice white version rather than the homely orangey one. So I may look into getting a couple of those kind of bulbs, and we'll see what difference it makes to the room. It might make it feel a bit fresher anyway, just with a different light in it. But either way, that half is now done. God, how much less echoey is it in here compared to there? Ridiculous. And that was surprisingly hard work, honestly, and I've made a bit of a mess of myself on the floor. This floor actually had not much damage to it, considering I'm allowed to trash it, but I made a little bit of a mess in here, which I'm going to have to bleach or something, I don't know. But out of this tub here, I've only used maybe a little over half. So I reckon we can probably just get one more tub of that, and we'd probably be fine, although this half of the room is much smaller than the other one. And this one also here has extra walls, so where that would be one full wall, it's also got this extra like surface area on the insides here and over this side too. So maybe two to be safe, because we have one extra one to do all the woodwork in the corners, because obviously I can't get right into the corners with the roller, and I'm not done the brush bit yet. And there's all this woodwork here, which isn't as bad as it should be. Like, that's not all me, I promise you. That's just been like that since I've owned it. Look how dry that is already. Like, it was not done well when I moved in originally. But if we can get a white brush and see this corner here, there you go, see the original colour there. I can't get into the corners with the roller. So I've got some brushes, but I've not bothered the brushing bit yet. I'm going to let this all dry first and see if we like it, because there's no sense me doing all the details and the finesse extra work if it turns out that once we've got a different light in here and once Joe comes home and stuff, turns out we don't even like it. That'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it? But the ceiling needs repainting too, so we're going to get some ice white for that, I think. And the skirting board too, but the skirting board needs to be gloss rather than matte. So there's a lot yet to do, but I think that's a pretty solid start. It's time for me to sit down somewhere, bleach my hands and have a rest. Well, maybe some lunch. I've not had lunch yet. Okay, so I've been upstairs for about an hour or so, maybe a little bit less. And I want to see what I think my reactions of the room are. Live on video. My reaction is, it's the same. It's the same. It doesn't look any different. It looks exactly the same. It's dried and it's a bit more even now, so I'm not too worried about the needing a proper second coat, but it's the same. It looks... Look behind me right now, right? Does it look any different to normal? No. And see, that's the difference. So there was a difference once upon a time, you can see here, but not much really, is it? It's pretty similar, isn't it? Huh. Well, there you go. I guess the walls must have been like a shade of white. Wait. Hold on. These look really obviously different. They look very obviously different to this. But if you look at this, look, this underneath the archway, this is the same colour as that. But look how different it is to there. That looks very different, doesn't it? Oh my God. Light bulb moment. The walls in here were darker than the walls in here. Oh my God. Oh my God. This whole time they've been different colours. Look at the difference between like the top of the like that's the ceiling there and then the wall. This is dark. This is darker compared to this. Obviously, like I've gone over the main walls on top. But you can see that's what colour it was. Like a little bit on the gaps here. Like I have to go over this with a brush. Like I haven't done all the little corners and details and things. But that's the corner colour that it was compared to the ceiling. But look at the difference with the ceiling to that. Oh my God, my head has just exploded. That's the only answer. It must be. That's why it didn't feel any different. That's why I was rolling over like this, like thinking it doesn't look that much different. Because we've tested it in here, and in here it's darker. Well, there you go. I mean, my hypothesis is untested. I can't confirm that, but because I'm already painting over it. But that seems pretty solid to me. Like I'm confident that's what it was. I just can't believe it took me like 15 years to notice that they were different. What I'm going to do on this final patch down here, this patch in the corner that I haven't done because I couldn't get the roller in, I'm going to use one of the testers from around the corner that way and see how different it looks on here. And if it doesn't look very different at all, then answer, right? That's an answer. Hold on, let me just... There you go, get nice coverage to it. It doesn't, does it? You can't even see. Look how similar it looks. We zoom out a bit so you can... Look! If that was the colour the tester we used, we'd be like, what's the point? It looks exactly the same. I wouldn't even bother. This wall was lighter! Oh my God, I can't believe I never noticed it. I can't believe I've never spotted it until now. So this looks quite the same as it did before, because it might be very similar. It probably is, only a couple shades different. In here, however, it's going to be a big difference. Well, that's exciting. I mean, for me anyway, you probably don't care at all, but this is a game-changing moment for me. This is big news. Right, I've been doing some cleaning in the kitchen, just general stuff, don't worry about it. But I've been thinking about this room, right? I've been thinking about how it's clearly lighter than I thought it was and how little of an impact painting it seems to have had. And I can't get over the fact that I'm sure this room is darker than that room, right? So I tested the tester on this room and it seems to have made very little difference, right? Which supports my theory that this room was lighter than that room because they made a big difference in this wall. But it wasn't conclusive. So I needed to test it further. So I took my paintbrush, right? I got a brush, dunked it in the paint that I have now painted this wall in. So this wall, all these walls here. This paint, I put a brush and I put it next to the testers in this room over here, right? And look at the difference. This is what I've painted those walls in over there. Those walls are that colour. Look how different they are. This wall is much darker than those walls were. That is proof. That is categorical proof. Also, that is basically this, which is the one we wanted. So perfect. So unfortunately, the room I painted, it was the room that was already almost this colour. So I've made very little difference to the room. All I've done is freshen up a little bit, which I'm happy with. That's fine. Left to do is to go over the corners and things. So I decided to do that. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. No big deal. But painting this room is going to be the big one. This is going to have a big difference. This will feel very different when this is done. So if I can get some like whiter lights for here, I think, in time for this room to get painted, I think that'll be a big impact. But honestly, like the relief in my brain, because I was rolling this over for about 2 hours thinking, it's the same. It's the same. It looks a bit fresher, sure, but it doesn't look much different. And I couldn't work out why. Now I finally have. All this time, these two halves of the same room have been different colour walls, and I never knew. Like, you have no idea how that feels. Like, it's just like a weight has been lifted. Like, oh my God. I'm probably overreacting a little bit now, but still, it's a big deal. Now time for some fried chicken and some ramen. This could be cool. And the cat really wants some fried chicken, don't you? I'm not sure what she wants. I tell you, I had ramen instead of pasta. Like, I normally would have spaghetti or Usually, I guess, like bows or tubes, whatever they're called. Farfallini, is it? But I had ramen this time. I don't know if you remember many videos ago, I ordered a big box of food from Amazon, and one of them was this, noodles, and I've never got to eating them. So I thought I'd give them a go. They're made in Australia, the Japanese way, whatever that means. And they cook in like 4 minutes, it says, which I'd probably give them too long in that case. And it also says on the back that you should cook them and then rinse them in cold water and then heat them in hot water again, which I didn't do either. So I probably like maybe poisoned myself? I don't know. But the flavour that it suggested that I wash away was actually pretty good. And I know classically you would have ramen in like a soup or with lots of other things, with lots of water-based things. I'm guessing that's why they say drain it away and rinse it, because I guess the water that it cooks in isn't what you'd want to have as a soup. But it worked quite well as a pasta substitute as well. It worked for noodles, and it worked very well with the chicken too. So very basic, but interesting and new. But it is time for me to end the video off here for today, so I hope you have enjoyed. I really enjoyed today's video, actually. I really enjoyed making it. I've edited the first 10 minutes of it so far, and I've done a little bit differently today for a change, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And if you have enjoyed it, a like rating is very appreciated, but otherwise I'm back tomorrow anyway at 7 PM UK time for the next daily vlog. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.